Atlantis was found and you won't believe where. Welcome to the Unexplained, and today is the day the lost city of Atlantis isn't lost anymore. The story of Atlantis takes us back to the ancient Egyptians, describing an empire called Atlantis, which consisted of 10 kingdoms, and the capital was an island formed by 3 rings of water and 2 of land, with an opening to the sea at the south. Well, there is a place on the earth very similar to this description, but the thing is, it's not in the middle of the ocean. Instead, it's in the desert, more specifically in a place called the Eye of the Sahara. If we look at the reshot structure, it is visible that has 3 rings of water and 2 of land, with an opening at south. So, is this the real Atlantis? The Sahara is located on the African continent. There's a lot of unique sites on such a huge territory, but one that is both unique and mysterious is the Eye of the Sahara. With a diameter of 40 kilometers or 25 miles, it is so huge that it can even be seen from space, helping the cosmonauts in orbit, serving as a reference point in the middle of a vast desert. But where did this structure come from? The first option was an ancient meteorite crater, but the bottom was too flat and there are no impact traces. Another possibility is that the eye was a volcano, but once again this is wrong because there is no dome of volcanic rocks. And the third option was an impact caused by the 99% of you that are not subscribed to the channel, so subscribe right now. To talk about Atlantis, we need to go back a few centuries to Plato, who died in the 4th century BC. Plato gave a lot of information about Atlantis in his 2 dialogues Timaeus and Critias. Atlantis was located on an island and was rich and powerful. The island was located 9 kilometers or 5.5 miles from the sea, having 3 water and 2 land rings for protection. The center of Atlantis, with a diameter of 1 kilometer or 0.6 miles, having temples, a splendid royal palace, and much more. Plato placed all this splendor behind the Pillars of Hercules, today's Strait of Gibraltar. So, a place with various rings located across the Strait of Gibraltar, we can deduct this is the reshot structure. Not in the Atlantic Ocean, but still beyond the Pillars of Hercules, just a little south than we used to think. Many years have passed, so this could be attributed to geographical error, or another thing no one talks about. You see, this is a 12,000-year-old story that was passed down by numerous people in multiple different languages, and so many people are looking for an island, but there is a little detail that is unknown or no researcher said anything about it. The ancient Greek word that Plato used to describe island was the word Nessos, and this word has 5 different meanings to the ancient Greeks, including the words island, promontory, peninsula, coast, and the last one, land within a continent surrounded by lakes, rivers or springs. And this last one sure as hell qualifies the Eye of the Sahara as Atlantis. But it doesn't stop here, there is a lot more. The tale of Atlantis was said to have mountains to the north, where rivers ran through them. In the construction of Atlantis were used red, black and white rocks. All these matched with what they found in the area, including that there was an abundance of metals like iron, copper and gold. And in fact, one of the most exported products in Mauritania is iron, copper and gold. But there is one more thing that will blow your mind about this insane place in the middle of this disheartened desert. The region of Mauritania is very rich in salt. There are literally salt caravans in the country where the salt is. And if you look at those white blemishes in the reshot structure, that is indeed salt, which is a sign that ocean water consumed and settled in this region, including in the Eye of the Sahara. As you can see, there are a lot of erosion marks on the reshot. If you look around it, there are ripples in the sand covered by salt, once again also made by water. And if you zoom out a little bit more, there is a path that starts in Tunisia and ends in the Atlantic Ocean, passing through the exact location of the reshot structure. In the tale of Atlantis suggests the city was destroyed by a catastrophic event, such as a great flood. And as you can see, there was a colossal amount of water that ran through and destroyed this whole region, and potentially leading to the end of Atlantis. Let us know in the comments if you agree or disagree, And if so, why? Because I think this won't be the last time we'll talk about the Eye of the Sahara here on the Unexplained. Goodbye.